What's up, everyone? This is All Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last time, we spent most of the episode just kind of screwing around and climbing mountains. We also met Hetsu, the Korok who will expand our inventory if we get him Korok seeds. After helping Hetsu out, we managed to make our way on over to one of the few settlements that are still around in this destroyed state of Hyrule, Kakariko Village. In this episode, we're gonna leave Hinawa here. There's not really any sort of stable inside of town, so we'll just leave her right here. As we'll just go out and just see what all is around town. Oh, that's just a tree branch. Not worth picking that up. There's someone out over here. Traveler, I'm sorry, but I seem to have twisted my ankle. Now let's see here. Oh. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Say, traveler, where did you get that object hanging from your waist? Well, you see, that's a long story. Yes, I see. That Sheikah slate is a symbol. It means you are the hero of legend. Though there are few who know of such legends anymore. But we Sheikah have been waiting for you for a very long time. Please, before all else, I must insist that you meet with our leader, Lady Impa. Okay, where is she? Lady Impa's house is below Lantern Falls, just over there. In any case, it was a real honor to meet you. I suppose you're used to that, having lived as long as you have. So it looks like some of the people here actually kind of remember, well, who we were. Because, you know, we were told by the king of what exactly our past was. Okay, so just kind of exploring around. We could kind of hop up on various buildings if we really wanted to, or just go inside them. So we'll spend a little bit of time just kind of looking around here and just seeing what all is here. Doesn't look like there's really anything of worth. Not every house has anything of importance, just like any RPG. Let's see. Looks like some falls over there. And a windmill. A carrot patch over there. That'll be interesting to take a look at a little bit later. Doesn't look like there's anything in this house. Some of these houses are just residential, and that's mostly what all of these are. So we won't really see anyone in there. Ooh, torch. We won't see anyone in there until it's like nightfall. But until then, anything in here? No. Nothing? Just a carving of a toad? Alright. What do we have here? Olkin's Pumpkins, open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Well, okay. It seems like he's open for business. Ah! It's rare to see a young lad like you in a village like this. You aren't part of the Yiga clan, are you? Who are they? Nah, I'm just pulling your leg. You look so serious, I couldn't help but goad you a bit. We call those who swear allegiance to Calamity Ganon the Yiga clan. They... well, let's just say they don't take kindly to those who would stand against Ganon. It seems they're active again, ever since that big earthquake the other day. But don't worry, I don't think you're part of that awful Yiga clan. I can figure that much out just by looking at you. Please don't hold it against me. Here, take this in exchange. Oh, sweet, we got a pumpkin. Fortified pumpkins are Kakariko Village's specialty. I put my heart and soul in every one of them. They're delicious. If you want more, I can give you some. Just stop by the fields and say hello. Okay. So, if we talk to him, I suppose if we... the best defense is good offense. Pop cocky, I say. I firmly believe that the best offense is a good defense. So we've got various pumpkins that we can buy from him. Yes, it's not just... You can't just pick these out of the ground. No, you have to pay for them. But they will up our defense, kind of like the iron shrooms. Got some toads right there. New clothes, cute outfits. Enchanted is open for business every day of the year. Oh my, look at that face. You are totally my type. Hi. Oh, and you even have a Sheikah slate on your hip. Wait, huh? A Sheikah slate? Isn't that like an incredible thing that only incredible people can have? Not sure what this all means, mister, but it seems you're a great deal more important than you appear. So this is a clothing shop. That means a lot more than what it seems at first glance. Welcome to Enchanted, my high-end boutique. We exclusively stock the special garments of the Clary collection. In fact, that stealth chest guard over there is highly recommended. Oh, and we also buy anything you don't need, so just talk to me when you're ready. Clary collection? The Clary collection, as in a high-end collection curated by me, Clary, but of course. I personally selected each and every item in here using my flawless fashion sense. It's all highly recommended. Each item has its own unique features and abilities, so take a good look. Do you need something else? So this is essentially an armor shop. So we can go and buy various pieces of armor. So for example, we have the Hylian hood here, as well as a tunic and trousers. We already have the Hylian trousers since we found that. But we also have the headpiece here to basically complete the set. The tunic wouldn't necessarily be bad, considering that we don't have any good defense. But on the other end, we have... Isn't that lovely? It's a limited edition, Enchanted exclusive. While you wear it, your footsteps are nearly soundless, so it's perfect for hunting and stuff. Oh, but it offers a very little defense. Small price for the extra stealth. So, this is basically the stealth armor, or you could just think of it as kind of Sheikah equipment. So the Sheikah equipment is, in fact, there may actually be like various different Sheikah armor, but you can also see that it is super expensive. We really can't buy any of this crap yet, unless we sold most of our stuff. But basically, by wearing one of these pieces, it will increase our stealth, so we'll make less noise by walking around. Have the whole set, and we basically get, well, it enhances the ability. I would like to try to get most of these things. Thankfully, unlike, you know, shields, bows, and weapons, we're not limited in the amount of armor that we can carry. So if we want, we could just buy all of this stuff. Except the trousers, since there's not really much of a need. The hood also isn't really all that good, all things considered. I know there are bonuses for having a complete set on for certain, sets. So, it is good to have a full set. But, until then, don't think we can actually crawl in there. I think that's a way just for chickens to move about. Or should I say cuckoos? I should say cuckoos. Anyway. Looking around a bit, there is a way out of town. That is where Impa is. Well, there's also a few other things that are out and about nearby. Are you? Sorry to bother you, but are you a fellow traveler? As for me, I just love art. In fact, I'm traveling the world in search of beautiful landscapes. Just between you and me, I hear there's a great fairy fountain somewhere near this village. I hear it's breathtakingly beautiful. Aesthetics aside, they also say the place can bestow some kind of mysterious power on people. However, since I'm an outsider, I can't get anyone to tell me more details than that. These villagers never leave the safety of their village, so travelers like me are treated with suspicion. But I won't give up. Oh, and if I manage to find out anything, I'll be sure to let you know. So, Pikongo is just a traveling artist who you'll find throughout the course of the game, and he'll tell you about various different things that are in the nearby area. So over here, there is a great fairy fountain nearby. So, while he won't tell us the specific location, since he doesn't know, it is still to just keep that in mind. What's also nice to keep in mind is that right here is a goddess statue. So even just a tiny statue like this can grant us increased abilities. So we can either get a heart container or a stamina vessel. I love me some heart containers, so we'll get that. I think maybe the next one I'll get will be the stamina wheel. I think it's usually either a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 that I usually do. But I think I'll go with 2-to-1. 2 heart containers, and then a stamina wheel. However, there are a few other things here. Like this kid. It's already this late? Coco's gotta get home before it's dark. I'm going home. Okay, so kids are out late. They're trying to get home. There's a place to cook. I guess most places are starting to wind down. Oh, hello. Hey, Teresa. Aren't you tired? Don't you hate talking to weird customers? Aren't you chilly? Have you eaten it yet? Stop being such a worrywart, you old coot.
Hi.
Oh, welcome! I tell ya, my mister only has eyes for me. He loses focus with everything else. Don't mind him. Browse as much as you like. Or do you need something else? So this is basically just kind of like a grocery store where you can buy various different cooking ingredients. We've got some swift carrots here. We've got bokoblin guts for reasons. We got us some goat butter here and some eggs. So, a little modest grocery store here, but if you're running low on ingredients to cook various things, it's not exactly a bad thing to go out and get some of those. Right here, I want to examine the sign, the Curious Quiver. So if we head on in here.
Hey.
I can't remember the last time we had a customer in here. Young folks in this village don't have much use for a bow. It's a thrill to see a young lad like you come into my shop. Well, don't mind me. Take your time looking around. So this is your archery shop. So from here we can buy groups of arrows, single arrows, as well as groups of fire arrows. Even different types of shops will carry different things depending on the area. For example, like swift carrots, I think, would only be found here since they're locally grown. But you won't find such things in other villages. Similarly, you can find fire arrows here. Other archery shops might have other types of arrows. So it's good to just kind of keep an eye out for any of these types of shops. And over here is an inn. Shut-Eye Inn. So if we want to just wait for the passage of time, heal up some hearts, we can head on in there. I don't think there's anything else actually in here. No, doesn't look like it. Sometimes various buildings will have some stuff for you to kind of examine and sometimes take. But not always. Do you need something? Haven't seen you around here before. But there's something so familiar about that face of yours. Oh yes, I remember now. It was long ago when the Calamity hit. But you look just like the swordsman who was trying to stop it. Yeah, that was me. Say what now? You're really the same swordsman from way back when. Young people these days sure do like their jokes. If you're really that noble swordsman, then you'd have that legendary blade, the sword that seals the darkness. You see, the thing about that swordsman is, he trained with swift carrots instead of a blade. He strengthened his body with a diet made entirely of swift carrots. And he tempered his soul with the sweet aroma of swift carrots too. That's what my grandfather always used to say anyway. So I suggest you stop joking around all the time and instead, have a carrot and try to be more like the swordsman. Yeah, I think your grandpa just wanted you to eat more carrots. Looking for carrots? You can buy some over at my old lady shop. If you want to be strong like that legendary swordsman, I surely don't mind lending a hand. So yeah, he's just gonna train with a tree branch. But he does mention something very interesting. A sword that cuts the darkness. We don't have that type of blade on us, but it is worth remembering. Meanwhile, these guys are going to be apprehensive about us. But you'll see these shrines here. Which means... Yep, another Korok. Go ahead and take my apple back. And then, since there's not really a whole lot left for us to do, let's approach. You there! Who are you? How dare you trespass upon Lady Impa's abode? Is that a Sheikah slate? But that would mean you're... No, it's not possible. Can it be? Oh, please forgive us for behaving so rudely. Of course, we have heard the legends from Lady Impa herself. Please, friend, go ahead and step inside. Alright, so the guards will let us pass. So, it seems as though Lady Impa is expecting us. Although, you know what? Let's maybe not right now. A man? Is that... It's a Sheikah slate. Could you be the hero my grandmother told me about? What was his name? Oh, it's not that I forgot. It's just... I'm just bad with speaking. Azri, my name is Pi. Oh, my name is Paya! Oh, I got it out. I know I should be able to say that easily, seeing as how it's my own name and all. I'm sorry. Anyway, my grandmother's been awaiting your return ever since I was little. Please, hurry inside. So yeah, you'll remember that Link was in stasis for like 100 years? Yeah, there are people who can live for extremely long periods of time. I believe Hylians are one of them, especially when it comes to the Sheikah.
So, you're finally awake. It has been quite a long time, Link. I am much older now, but you remember me, don't you? Ah.
What is the matter? You're looking at me as though I'm a stranger to you. Those eyes, they lack the light of familiarity. It is I, courageous one, Impa. Surely you must at least remember the name Impa.
Oh.
I see. So you have lost your memory.
Huh.
Well, it matters not. In fact, that may actually be a blessing in disguise for the time being. Dearest Link, please come a bit closer.
ago?
100 years ago.
Oh.
Yes, 100 years ago, the kingdom of Hyrule was destroyed. After you fell, Princess Zelda's final wish was to place you in a sacred slumber. And then, all alone she went to face Ganon. Before Princess Zelda went to nobly meet her fate, she entrusted me with some words she wished to say to you. I've been waiting 100 years to deliver the princess's message.
Oh.
However, these words, which the princess risked her life to leave you, well, if you are to hear them, you must be prepared to risk your life as well. But I'm afraid that burden may be too much to bear while you are still without your memories. I leave the choice to you. When you feel you are ready to receive the princess's message, return to me. Okay, so Impa knows a great deal more than, well, than maybe we figured she would. But the king did direct us to go directly to her. Wow, Paya's diary. Let's be nosy. Grandmother says she conspired with Princess Zelda and Auntie Pura 100 years ago. They decided to put a lone swordsman into a long sleep so as to prepare for a time that was foretold in legends. The name of that swordsman is Link. Since then, Grandmother has been waiting for him to reappear after all this time. I too pray that he awakens soon, for the sake of Hyrule and for Grandmother's sake as well. So, not really a whole lot in her diary. Still, we need to basically learn what exactly it is that we're going to be doing. We were told so by the king himself. So, the words that the princess risked her life to impart to you, I cannot pass them on to someone who lacks conviction. Are you prepared to risk your life for the greater good? That's why I'm here to begin with. Not a memory to your name, yet you are as intent as ever to charge forward with only courage and justice on your side. You have not changed a bit. Once a hero, always a hero.
Oh.
Very well. Since you have lost your memory, I will recount for you all that has happened.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages. This evil has been turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess. With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend. So listen closely as I tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago. Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters posed little threat to the denizens of the realm. The people thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land, should Calamity Ganon ever return. They constructed 4 mechanical wonders that came to be known as the Divine Beasts. They also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians. The Divine Beasts were piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill from across the land. And thus, the plan to neutralize Ganon was forged. Upon Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule, the princess and the hero fought alongside these 4 champions against this ancient evil. The Guardians were tasked with protecting the hero as the divine beasts unleashed a furious attack upon their terrible foe. And when the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness delivered his final blow, the princess used her sacred power to seal away Calamity Ganon. Yeah.
100 years ago, in preparation for the foretold revival of Ganon, we strove to follow the lead of our ancestors of 10,000 years prior.
Oh.
But in the end, despite our best efforts and careful planning, we underestimated his power. In order to avoid ever making that grave mistake again, the princess left you these words.
Oh.
Free the 4 divine beasts. That is what she said. The 4 divine beasts? The 4 divine beasts are the ancient Sheikah weapons wielded by the 4 champions who Ganon defeated. The divine beast Va Rudania, controlled by Daruk of the Gorons. The divine beast Va Metal, controlled by Rivali of the Rito. The divine beast Va Ruta, controlled by Mifa of the Zora. And the divine beast Va Naburis, controlled by Urbosa of the Gerudo.
Oh.
It would be extremely ill-advised to face Ganon without the power of the divine beasts to help you. You must infiltrate the divine beasts that were stolen away by Ganon 100 years ago, and bring them back to our side. More information about these divine beasts can be found locating the 4 races scattered across Hyrule.
Yeah.
The Sheikah Slate will guide you on your way. You must go where it tells you and meet with each leader there. It seems to me that your Sheikah Slate is not yet complete. The device Princess Zelda left you is your guide, and also your memory. Now, let's see. Someone at the research lab in Hateno Village might be able to help you. Hateno Village?
Oh.
The location shining on the eastern edge is Hateno Village. It is a small village, one of the very few places that avoided suffering significant damage during the Great Calamity. You are Princess Zelda's only hope, and Hyrule's as well. You cannot turn back now. Follow your heart and seize your destiny. So there we go. We now have 2 objectives, at least. What we have to do is head on over to Hateno Village and free the 4 divine beasts. Now, locked Mementos, for all intents and purposes, even though it's part of the main quest, is not, well, it's a lot less necessary than some of these other quests. Like, for example, you don't really need to go to Impa to go to where the divine beasts are. At least I don't think you do. I mean, heck, you can just head out and go fight Ganon upon awakening from the Shrine of Resurrection, so you can do things in any order that you really want. But Locked Mementos does unlock more of the main story. So that will be where our next destination is, in terms of following the main quest line. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna take a little bit of a look around here. Especially since there are stamella shrooms underneath here. So if I duck down, I can grab something. Because, oh boy, do I need stamella shrooms. These things are super helpful, especially with a low stamina gauge. I'm gonna say, yeah, there is a chest down there. I may want to use Cryonis first. I am so smart. I am so smart. Let's try this again. Overshot! All this for a stinking chest. Okay, whatever. Now that we're down here, let's get Magnesis out. And pull this chest up. I think what I'm gonna do is put this over there. Oh, crap, it's raining. That was a bad time for it to be raining. I'll say the chest is still up there. So that's fantastic. Okay, what is the best way to go about this? Maybe from here. There we go. Okay, so now that we're back up, chest has an 8-fold long blade. Cool, that's our second long blade? Yeah, that's our second long blade. Alright, cool. I don't think there's anything else back here. Never hurts to check. It never hurts to check. Come on, Link. Okay, so, while we may have our destination, that is not where we are going to be heading off to immediately. Instead, where we are off to is to try to locate what that painter told us about. That being the Great Fairy Fountain. So, where are we going to find the Great Fairy Fountain? Well, the way to find it is up through this way. Also, convenient shrine. Remember that one shrine that we saw way at the top of the Dueling Peaks? This is where it is located. I told you that we'd be back over here. So, just like when it comes to stables, whenever you enter any sort of town or city, there is always a shrine. Remember, the shrines are your way to fast travel. Just because you reach a city doesn't mean you can fast travel to it again super easily. So you're going to want to look around to at least locate the shrine that is located within the city limits. So this shrine, Talo Neg's teaching. Okay. This almost looks like a combat arena. But we have two chests. First chest has another 8-fold blade. Cool, we're just getting a ton of these things. And the other chest has Shield of the Mind's Eye. Okay, I am definitely going to want these. However, I've got the first one of these, and I've got my crappy shield, so let's go! So this is our first combat shrine. So, in order to help avoid these attacks, we just need to do side hops. So, target an enemy, strafe, and jump. Thankfully, this one isn't really... Oh, boy. Okay. Now that we got that, we can use Flurry Rush to do that. Do a backflip to avoid enemy attacks and create an opening to strike back. So, this is basically tutorials. Damn it. You repel attack if you parry with your shield. I always forget that I can do this. Okay. We just gotta get close and do that. And then charge attack. So basically, you just hold power there, and you can do a massive attack on your foes. So while not a usual combat challenge, it is basically a tutorial for some more advanced fighting techniques. I forget that I have most of these. But we have an ancient gear golem, as well as a spring, as well as a guardian sword. These can be very helpful in terms of weapons. I would very much like to keep one. Sorry, Torch, you get the short end of the stick. I also go ahead and drop that. Ooh. I didn't realize this. So one of these Bokoblin shields that we picked up actually had a unique feature to it. It has shield guard up +3. So it offers +3 more defense. Sometimes you'll randomly find items with various other attributes associated with them that you don't normally see on that type of weapon or shield. So it's always nice to kind of keep an eye out for that. In terms of the third of these blades, unfortunately, there's not anything I really want to get. I guess the broadsword? Or the the claymore. I can drop the claymore because the 8-fold blade here is a lot better. And it's also just a 2-handed weapon. So we'll leave the Boko shield there. We'll leave the torch there. We have... So I guess those are just some really good, like, weapons and a shield in case you don't have any going in. But I mean, they're really good for this point in the game anyway. And chest has an opal. And most important of all, we've reached the monk. Maybe I should have kept that one going, because we hadn't actually seen a combat challenge one. Oh, well. Hey, it's starting to be daytime, too. There's also a various place, like an outcropping right there. I may want to investigate that. But anyway, where we're off to is past the shrine. So we're gonna head on over here. Just gonna want to keep an eye out, because I know those ethereal rabbits are also around here. Yeah, there it is. Well, there goes one. But there's another one over there. Or no, no it's not. No, it's not. It's just a flower. Damn it. It had an ethereal, like, aura to it. I thought there were 2 of them. I should have known better. Anyway, we head on over here. I see some fairies. I think the fairies... Oh, no, the fairies do go away. So if we sneak up on a fairy... There we go. So fairy, thankfully you don't need a bottle for it. But it basically functions exactly like normal fairies would. If you fall in battle, a fairy will revive you up 5 hearts. So, always nice to have some fairies around. Anyway. Boy. Sweet boy. Please, listen to my story. Sure. I am the great fairy Kotera. This place was once a beautiful spring. But as time passed, fewer and fewer travelers arrived to offer me rupees. As a result, my power has abandoned me. I'm nearly powerless now, so I beg your help. I need rupees to become whole again. All I need is 100 rupees. Once my power has been restored, I can help you do great things, boy. Now, if you have rupees, hand them over to me quickly. In order for me to regain my power, I need 100 rupees. Yeah, sure, here you go. Ah! Thank you. You are too kind. Oh, the power! It's overflowing! Oh, what a feeling! That first breath of fresh air after an eternity of decay. It's just so intoxicating. Thanks to you, I've been returned to my former glory. And as they say, one good turn deserves another. I can help you, boy. Allow me to enhance your clothing. It's the least I can do, but I will need the necessary materials. With the power available to me, I should be able to enhance your clothing a little bit. So, great fairy fountains. What they do is that they will, as Kotera puts it, they enhance your clothing. So, not all clothing options are like this. So, like the old shirt, the warm doublet, any like specialty armor, you can't enhance. But anything that would be part of a set, you can. So, for example, if we want to take a look at the Climber's Bandana, we can see that it would increase our defense up by 2. And that's essentially what this will do. For the fairy fountains that you go to, you can enhance the abilities by giving them certain materials, and they will make them stronger. I'm not sure if they impart additional effects. That may depend on certain armor pieces. But since we are using the Climber's Bandana, and I will be using this a lot, we will go ahead and enhance this. Alright, let me do my thing. So, we now have basically a Climber's Bandana +1. All finished. Just a bit stronger now. Oh, you've heard about set bonuses, right? How a set of clothes that have all been enhanced twice could have a bonus? But only if you wear the whole set. Well, and not all sets have a bonus. Do you want me to enhance any of your other clothes? So yes, any sort of set bonus. Sometimes regular clothing sets will just have a bonus, but as the Great Fairy puts it, if you enhance them by 2 levels for each part of the set, and then wear the entire set, you get an additional benefit. However, we do not have the capability of enhancing our Climber's Bandana further. Not only do we just not have the capabilities, but you can only upgrade your equipment however many levels based on how many fairy springs you have revived. So we won't be able to upgrade our Climber's Bandana again until we revive a second fairy spring.
Oh.
Going already? Oh, how unfortunate for me. See you later.
Bye.
So, it's always nice to just go to any sort of Great Fairy Spring, because it is how you're going to just get better equipment. And having just more defense for Link helps out tremendously. There's also various other just materials that are around Fairy Springs. So we've got these blue nightshades and the silent princesses as well. As well as just general fairies. And general fairies are always things that you're going to be on the lookout for. Also, better carrots! So yeah, it's always worth it just to kind of head back to Great Fairy Springs. Even if it's just to get additional materials. But with that, I believe we are good to call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. We have ourselves our next destination. Where we're off to is way over here towards the eastern edge of Hyrule, to Hatena Village. We are going to want to try to find the tower to illuminate this, but that is ultimately where our next goal is. I would like to try to get on over to that spot over there real quick. Should be able to get there. I probably shouldn't have ran. That was probably a mistake on my part. But we'll check what's up here, and then we will actually end the episode. So, climbing up to this ledge reveals absolutely nothing! Cool. Is there anything further up? I mean, there are various ways that you can just explore around here. There's a spring up here, which is where the source of the waterfall behind Impa's house is. What else is over here? There's a shrine. Alright. Anyway, there is a shrine over here. I'm not... Or shrine. There's a lake over here. I'm not sure if there's really anything much of worth. It is a little bit hard to really explore around here, especially with our stamina so low. So, I know we can get over here, so that's not really much of an issue. So, we may be back here at a later point in time. In the meantime, though, our next goal, Hatena Village. So until next time, everyone, take care.